Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 17 of Steins. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me in this great adventure. Okay, in the previous episode we understood Suzu-chan's destiny, we understood that anyway she was the daughter of Daru. Let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Yeah. Does this mean that they will appear on another day? Oh no! No, no, no! Here we go! No! Wow. Again, look, in a different way, but it happened anyway. Yeah. Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Uh, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, but how can we go back in that time? At least let's try. Yeah. Yeah, but even the Suzu-chan thing, in this case, is erased as before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But he did it already. Let's see. Look. Uh-huh. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, we still have to understand what she wrote in that message. What the F? Who are they? Ah. What did she send that day? Oh, I wanna know so badly. Maybe it's something stupid, okay, but We will never know. Because at that time, something was regarding her dead. Yes. No, I mean, she doesn't know. Because it's another world line. And no, of course, because she didn't. Oh no. Come on, go back to her house. In fact. Eh, what game is that? Eh, exactly. Because in the other reality it happened. Exactly. Oh, she's remembering! No! Come on, don't interrupt us! That's the most precious moment! As always. Yes! But she was having an interference. As if she was remembering. Come on, Fades, try to remember. She remembers! She remembers, y'all. That's right. She has a proof that it existed. And we can go back to... Ah, no, okay. Yes, yes. No, no, he is not lying. No. She's going to be killed. Come on, what did you write that day? I mean, the same day. But... No! Oh, I see. No, what the F? No. No, 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 no. Who's coming? No, she will never. That's why at that time she was saying my father did this, did that. And when they were trying to contact him, it was impossible because he was dead. Uh, how can you ask her now to send the email? No! Oh, what the F? Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. You're the same as Fairies somehow. You wanted to prevent her death. Maybe she changed her mind. Yeah. I just imagined that. Don't tell this to Daru. Mad scientist. Oh yes, it is. Mm. And in fact, it happened. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's pretty hard for her. I mean, Emma, if you send the email, you lose all of your memories. Both is real, but unfortunately you have to choose. Oof. Ah. No, a kiss from you. Ah, no, okay. I thought that she wanted to kiss him. That's the problem. I hope so, but I have a bad feeling. I don't think she remembers. She doesn't remember. Oh, but she's not remembering that at this point. I don't think so. Wait, but now he's meeting Moeka. No, I thought it was that scene. Oof, okay, guys, another incredible episode finished. First of all, we understood because of Chris, so thank you, Chris, that you have these great theories. But we understood that if he is going to delete the emails that were sent so far, we can go back to the original reality, right? But does this mean that we are going back to the moment in which Chris was dead? Because we know from episode 1 that that actually was the original reality. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who knows? I will understand it later. And if that's the case, Chris, by saying this theory to Kyoma, is automatically going back to lose her life. Can you imagine? In this episode, everything is done for Mayuri's destiny once again, as much as for what happened to Suzu-chan. But at this point, I don't remember. Suzu-chan appeared, of course, that day which Chris was dead. Does this mean that we have also a chance to go back in time by erasing these previous emails and meet Suzu-chan again? Let's see. Anyway, we understood that for fairies it was a pretty hard to choose what to do, because now finally we understood what she sent that day, and it was pretty dramatic because she just wanted to have her father back because she felt really guilty for what she said out loud 10 years before, when she was saying, I hope that you're dying, and actually it happened. It was pretty sad to see that this action was also an action that could cause the change that we find in this story. But at the end of the day, I can understand the fairies when she at the beginning was saying, no, I don't want to change the email, because of course all of them are doing what they are doing because they are following their instincts, because they wanted to save their dear people, or if something is happening, they find useful the use of this email in order to go back in time, in order to save what it can't be saved anymore. So I think that all of them, not just Kioma, but in the case of this episode, even fairies, she really wants to go back in time for her personal desires, and I think that everyone can use these tools to do so. At the beginning of the episode, I was a little bit against Kyoma because I didn't like when he was imposing his wish, his desire on her, because he also has the desire to help Mayuri, but of course, we can also understand the fairies, because she also wanted to go back in time and have the possibility to save the person she loves the most. But on the other side, I understand definitely Kyoma, because human beings are selfish. So we can't expect that Kyoma was about to give up in front of the chance to save Mayuri, because actually Kyoma made a promise to her. He was promising her to take care of her anytime and forever. So he can't break that promise so easily, and that's why he has to do the impossible to find a solution. Then I really liked the combination of Suzu-chan with Fairy's father, because we understand that actually Suzu-chan didn't break the promise she made to Kyoma, and especially when she was going back in time in 1975, she was about to find this sort of computer, and she was trying to find a way to help him finding it. But then we know that she failed. Unfortunately, she maybe failed because this computer couldn't reach Kyoma. She failed because of another reason. She failed, of course, because of the time machine, because by not going directly to 1975, she made a pit stop, let's say, and that pit stop was wrong to make. Definitely we understood that Suzu-chan was doing what she was promising at the beginning before using once again this time machine. But now the most important question is what Kyoma is asking himself too. Where is this computer? Why we can't find it? No matter if the position is changed of this computer, as much as some events that were different a little bit compared to the previous occasion they had before going back to the past. But where is it? Is Moeka involved in this? Does she already have it? Is this computer disappeared because we created so many changes of events that right now it's impossible to go back to the original time where they found it? We all know that, of course, this girl in the temple has the solution because the father had it, but is it possible to find it back or not? We have to wait next week. But sincerely, I like this story because we know that sometimes when we really needed to go back in time, when we really needed to solve things in a different way, we think that we don't have an opportunity to do so. And actually, in our real world, we can't have the opportunity still to do so. But in this fiction story, you see that time is just a tool that human beings can use actually to reach their goals somehow. Ah, yes, we saw that Mayuri anyway was killed. So even if this Suzu-chan's life was wasted, I mean, it was a mere sacrifice. In the previous episode, we thought that this mere sacrifice anyway was meaningful somehow, but in this episode, we understood that anyway, Mayuri is going to be killed. So once again, Ocarina feels even more guilty than before, because not only Suzu-chan had to lose her life, but also the fact that nothing can change. So it's pretty sad. I think now Kyoma is experiencing this trauma to repeat the consequence of these events that are not changing, no matter how much he's trying, no matter how much time he's pushing himself. So the fact that it's all his fault, and this fault is also cursing him personally, because all the other people are not remembering while he is remembering everything that happened. It's creating like a sort of a curse on him. So you understand that this time that can be changed at the beginning can be something really great, but then it's transformed into a nightmare, as if what's the past? It's the past. It can't be changed, no matter how much you try. It's like as if we definitely have to accept what's happening and the fact that we can't repair all this. This is actually what Fairies is saying, because when she's trying to change the email, she's just saying, look, I have to wake up from this dream. But actually what she lived was real too. It was just a new world line. But from her perspective, she couldn't avoid her father's accident, and she just had to accept it. So even these 10 years of dreams that are going to be erased, because you see that later when she is coming back, I mean, Kyoma is coming back to the moment in which she was able to modify this email. It seems that Fairies is not remembering what happened. Maybe yes, maybe no. I mean, she was saying this beautiful sentence that in the past, Kyoma and her were defeating a great darkness. And yes, it's related to the moment in which they were confronting these bad guys who were trying to punch them, who were almost trying to rape her. Does she remember that that thing happened, or it's just a dream in which she is seeing Kyoma as her prince no matter what, and she's just imagining this stuff? Because we know that Fairies, once she heard about the May Queen, she remembered somehow. She had that moment of interference, as if she could remember that what Kyoma was saying is the truth. Does she remember? Does she not remember? We don't know. In the case that she remembers, I understand the Kyoma that is saying sorry, because of course it's pretty painful to see that Fairies has a great smile on her face. She remembers, but she doesn't want to let other people know that she remembers, except for Kyoma. If it's a no, Kyoma is saying sorry to her because she lost all her memories. It's another way to feel guilty, let's say. But I understand the Kyoma, because Mayuri is really important to him, and he made a promise. And you know that in anime, when you make a promise, it has to be fulfilled till the end, no matter the consequences. Let's see what's going to happen now, because now he also has to remove other D-mails, and let's see if we can go back to the origin, back to episode 1. And let's see where this computer is, because that's the most important thing. Once he will be able to find that computer, we all know that he can also alter, I mean, he can modify by hacking these CERN's information. Let's see if he can open one of those 14 files left, do you remember? Because he still had to open 11 files, and we don't know who are these other 11 sacrifices that CERN were using in order to find their answers to try to build their time machine. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going to happen. I can't wait for next week, episode 18. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.